Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is the preview for the Liverpool versus Man United game. So, like I do in every preview, I'm going to talk about what I think is going to happen in the game, what players are out, what players are probably in, who I would pick in the midfield, and also give my prediction at the end. So, starting off, obviously we have lost 3 games in a row. Like I said in my video on Tuesday, I was so glad it was international break, especially after the Chelsea game. We've been so bad recently. I just hope we win this game. That's what I'm going to start off with. I just hope we win this game, because otherwise I feel like there's going to be some meltdown in the Liverpool fan base, to be honest, because people are already saying slot out. If we lose to Man United, then that will just get really bad. And also, like I said in my other video, people saying slot out are absolutely ridiculous. He literally won us the Premier League, so people saying slot out, like, I just don't get it at all. So going into this game, what I'd start off with is saying Konate and Gravenberch they both come back from international duty a little bit earlier, but Slot said earlier today that Gravenberch is fully fit. I am so glad that Gravenberch is fully fit. Konate, he said he was sort of back in training, so I don't know if that means he's fully fit to start the Man United game, or he needs a little bit more time, if you know what I mean. So that's still a bit iffy, that one. But like I said in my last preview against Chelsea, I think it was, even if Konate is fully fit, I would drop him for Gomez, because he has been awful this season. Konate, obviously I want him to be fit, but he isn't playing well. So even if he is fit, I would start Joe Gomez anyway. Now, going into the midfield, I would drop McAllister because he hasn't been great. I would play Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, because Szoboszlai has been one of our best players this season. I would put Szoboszlai next to Gravenberch and then play Wirtz in midfield as like a 10. That's what I would do. McAllister hasn't been that great this season, and Szoboszlai's, not going to lie, he's been really good. Like I said, he's probably been like our player of the season. And obviously Gravenberch, he's just brilliant, isn't he? And the reason why I'd start Wirtz as well is because I feel like with him, I could be really wrong, let me know in the comments, I don't think you can drop him, and it's not because of the price tag or anything like that. He needs to get his confidence up, like I said in other videos. And if you keep playing him, it will get his confidence up. And I feel like he needs to get that goal. Then he hasn't got that burden on his shoulders anymore, if that makes sense. And it will probably make him play better. So I would play Wirtz in this game. Also, what I'd say as well, I do not want to see Szoboszlai at right back again. I know I said in my other video that I don't think Slot trust Frimpong, if you know what I mean. But he's going to have to trust him, because I do not want Szoboszlai playing at right back. Let me know in the comments if you feel the same thing as me. I would either play Frimpong or I would play Bradley if he is fit. I'm not going to lie, I'd probably play Bradley, even though the last couple of games he was looking a little shaky, because I can't remember who he played. I think it was against Chelsea. He got taken off at like half time because he got a yellow card, I think it was. So he's been looking shaky. Depends what you want, because Bradley is more defensive than Frimpong. Frimpong can defend, sort of. He isn't as good as Trent has defended, and people have criticised Trent in the past for defending. But for this game, I would start Bradley if he is fit. Also, Kerkez has been looking a little bit shaky for like the whole of the season, to be honest. With Kerkez, I feel like he's trying a bit too much. I know that might sound a little bit like, what? I'm not gonna lie, he is a yellow card waiting to happen. Like, the way that he slides into like tackle people, I'm like, oh my god. Could completely not get the ball, and then you'll probably get sent off. And a couple of times I felt like Slot's in that as well. There's been a couple of times when he's gone in to tackle someone and he's got a yellow card, and then he tries to tackle someone again and you think, oh my god. And Slot takes him off at like half time. People might disagree with me on this. I think I would start Robertson in this game, to be honest, instead of Kirkes, because Robertson knows what to do, because obviously he's a senior player for us. He's been there for bloody years, and he knows. He's played Man United loads of times, so I would start Robertson. If it comes to it, just take him off at like 60th, 70th minute, and then put Kirkes on. Please let me know in the comments of this as well. I do want to see Isak and Ekitike start the game together. I would like to see Ekitike on the left, and then I would like to see Isak up front. The only problem is, like I said in my video, I feel like Wirtz works better with Isak because Isak doesn't go into the spaces as much as what Ekitike does that Wirtz occupies in. I felt like Wirtz's best performances has come when he's played with Isak instead of Ekitike. But it's also the thing of, can you really drop Ekitike because he's been our best striker this season so far, if you know what I mean? Obviously, Isak probably isn't fully fit. Well, he should be now, to be honest. Obviously, because he's been playing for Sweden and stuff. But I feel like you can't really drop Ekitike, though, because he's been the best out of the two, if you know what I mean. But I would love to see them both start this game together and see how it works. And then if Ekitike doesn't do well, then you can bring Gakpo on instead. Or if Isak doesn't do well, take Isak off, put Ekitike into the middle, and then bring on Gakpo. So now we need to start talking about Salah. I have heard people saying we should drop him, but we shouldn't drop him for this game. I said in my other video that I feel like we should drop him. I think I said that anyway. But for this game, we should not drop him. He loves scoring a goal against Man United. So, if anything, I think this is the sort of game that could get Salah's season up and running. So that is my opinion on the Liverpool team. Please let me know in the comments what you think. So now I'm going to be talking a little bit about Man United. I find it quite difficult to talk about the opposition team when I'm watching a game, because I'm only watching what Liverpool do, because obviously that's the team I support, and I'm watching all the little like movements and stuff. That's the reason why I don't talk about the opposition team as much in my previews or reactions. But like I said in one of my videos a while ago, Bruno Fernandes in that midfield, it doesn't work. Like I said in another video as well, that could be Amarim's downfall, consisting on that instead of playing like Kobe Manu in there or something like that. So that's what I'd say about that. Lemens, their new goalkeeper, I so wish for this game it was either Bayinda or Onana in goal, to be honest, because I felt like we could score about 7 goals past them. Probably not on our form actually, to be honest, but I would have been so much more confident if Lemens wasn't in goal. He's only started 1 game for Man United. He's only had 1 appearance for Man United, and that was against Sunderland. So I know that I say that I would have been so much more glad if Onana or Bayinda were in goal instead of Lemens. But Lemens hasn't really played up against a big team yet, if that makes sense. So him in goal could go either way. Hopefully it goes our way and he absolutely makes a clanger. The thing is with this game, it could either go, but like I said in my preview, people are thinking that because we've lost 3 on the bounce that we're going to win like 5-7-0 because of the Real Madrid result we had a couple of years ago, and then we beat Man United 7-0. Not gonna lie, I am shitting it, but also excited because this game could go either way. What I'd say is I don't think this game's going to be a draw. I think it's either going to be a Man United win or a Liverpool win, and I also think it's going to be quite a high scoring game. So going into this, I'm thinking, oh my god, if we lose 4 on the bounce, and especially to Man United, they aren't the greatest team in the world, do you know what I mean? Like, they ain't the greatest team, like, they're actually quite horrific, actually. It's one of them ones where I'm always excited to play Man United because of how bad they've been. It could either be a redemption and all the Liverpool players come back and they go, alright, fuck this, we're just going to go for it. or we're just going to carry on the form that we did before the international break. And I don't know which one it's going to be. People are saying we're going to win, then people saying that Man United are going to win, and it's just like, what do you think? So, I know I'm rambling, but that's my opinion on the games. Obviously, I know that I just talked loads there. So now, I'm going to go on to my predictions. So, I've always got 3 options, and then I pick one. So, I have either got, like I said, I don't think it's going to be a draw. I've either got 2-1 United, 2-1 Liverpool, or a 3-2 Liverpool. I have never in a preview done a Liverpool loss, and I ain't going to do it now. I'm sorry, you might call me deluded, but Man United's record at Anfield isn't that great. So yeah, and also I forgot to say as well, Amorim hasn't won 2 games in a row at Man United. So like I said, I have got 3 options: a 2-1 win to Man United, a 2-1 win to Liverpool, or a 3-2 win to Liverpool. It's very difficult. I don't know what to pick here. Alright, I'm going to take away the Man United win straight away. Sorry, I have to. I'm a Liverpool fan. I can't have Man United winning, do you know what I mean, in my predictions. So I've got left a 2-1 win to Liverpool, or a 3-2 win to Liverpool. But I'm also thinking now a 3-1 win to Liverpool, obviously. Do you know what? Stuff it. Forget the 2-1 win and the 3-2 win to Liverpool. I am going to go with, this ain't even out of the 3, by the way. I just thought of it in my head and I thought I'm going to go with that. I am going to go with a 3-1 win to Liverpool. So we are going to win 3-1 against Man United, and it's at Anfield, so I favour us in that anyway. And this happened before. Literally, I had 3 options when we played Newcastle, and obviously the scoreline was 3-2 in the end, and the 3-2 wasn't even in the options, and it was just out of the blue. So I'm doing it now. I think Liverpool are going to win 3-1 against Man United, and like I said, it wasn't in my options, so hopefully it comes true again. So I really hope you like this video. Please let me know in the comments what you think the scoreline is going to be. I just really hope we win. And also, when this video comes out, Arsenal have probably already played Fulham. I just really hope Arsenal lose that game, obviously. And also, what I want to say is as well, people are sleeping on Man City. They're sort of creeping up the league table, and people aren't really talking about them as much, if you know what I mean. You need to watch out for them because of what they've done in the past. And it's like now, because people think they're not that good, but they're still sort of there. I think they're only like 4 points behind us or something like that. I can't remember what it was. But we are 1 point behind Arsenal at the moment. Hopefully they lose against Fulham tomorrow and we win against Man United, and also that Man City lose. So please let me know in the comments what you think the prediction is going to be. And obviously I will be doing a reaction to the game as well. Please Liverpool, please win this game. We need it, especially because it's our biggest rivals and they ain't great. So remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.